CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code.
Guys, the chicken is here back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have your next tech moves covered for the end of season 19. Now we're still holding out strong. We're about 210 on the leaderboard at this point. I don't know if it was a good idea to park when I did, but we're gonna hold out and see where we're at. Yeah. So 7th in Canada. And that's the task force. It's not important. But here we go, guys. So let's go over the next tech path, because I see a lot of people making some mistakes. A little bit confused about the 7th ER and things like that. So here's the thing. If you're, I would say probably, like if you're not in Diamond yet, go ahead and get all your defenses first, because there's going to be absolutely zero advantage to going to the next engine room if you don't have a ton of, if you don't have all of the necessary tech that's going to give you that's needed at that engine room to progress. Because if you go to it and you're not one of the first people, or you're not getting it soon enough, you're going to be facing people that already have all of the necessary tech at that engine. And if you don't have stuff that you missed, like for example, if you don't have rocket launchers, it's not a good idea to go to 7. If you don't have any of the building damage, building health, any of those nodes, it's not a good idea to go to 7. Going to 7 is great if you're far ahead, and if you can get it at the same time you can get the building damage, or you can at least get it and you can grab like a couple prototypes in the gunboat node. That's what's going to make more of a difference. If you're just, if you're at 6 engines and you don't have, I'll say it specifically, if you don't have the troop damage, the building health, the 2 doom cannons, critters and GBE, maybe not so much. But yeah, if you don't have those 4 upgrades, you should not even be considering going to 7. You should go backfill those first, then get rocket launchers as well. Now, some people went to 7 and they didn't have rocket launchers, and that was fine because they went to 7 a little bit early, so they had that extra building damage over people that had rocket launchers at 6 ERs or at 7 without the building damage. Now, there's 2 paths here. There's building damage like we talked about, and then there's troop health. For the majority of people, building damage is going to be the better choice. Especially if you can get those rocket launchers and you can throw a damage amp behind them. That's going to be nasty. So that's a good route to go. The other route is for the Seeker guys. The Seeker guys are going to want to get that troop health, because that's going to make the Seekers even more deadly, because there's no building health after 7 engine rooms, right? So that's what makes such a huge difference, is the lack of building health. That's why Seekers are so strong. And throw some troop health behind them. They're going to survive that much longer. They're going to get through the base that much faster because there's more of them alive. They're doing more damage as they run through. So it's kind of confusing, because it's not like just get the building damage. It's, it depends where you are. But for the guys that are like, in gold still, I would say to max out all your defenses at 6 engines and just ride out 6 ERs. Don't even go to 7. At this point, we're so late in the season now. Don't even go to 7 unless you're going to have, all the defenses that you need behind it. Because if you're staying at 6 engines, you're kind of base riding. You're using your defenses more to progress than you're using your offense, because you're not getting that boost. But if it was me, I would be if I was going to 70R, I would go up and I would go to building damage, and I grab that for sure. That's going to mix well with the heavy choppers and bombers. I still think Kavan is a mistake. That kind of screwed me. I did 2 things here. So I parked very early, which I'm thinking at this point it's looking like a mistake. I don't know if I'm going to get the top 500 without playing. I might try to make a push, but I don't know how that's going to work after 4 days of missing tech. I think that's just, where I'm sitting right now, I'm going to face a maxed out 7 engine room base, and, I'm going to lose that battle. There's no way I'm going to win that. So just got to cross our fingers, hashtag pray for the chicken. But, yeah, I think Kavan is a mistake, because honestly, I got him, and wasn't that, he wasn't really worthwhile. I didn't really get a boost from using him. It was better off to just kind of hone in the attack skills and keep using brick. That was the only way to progress. But for where I'm at right now, like I said, I parked early and I got Kavan, so that set me back like 100 keys. So there's no more effective tech left for the chicken at this point. I've been sitting at 4-4 chests all day, so my season is done, unfortunately. So I don't know. All in all, even if I don't get the top 500, we still had a great season. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So that is what I would go with for you guys. If you're wondering what the next tech path is, where you should go, what you should do, it's kind of confusing, and again, it depends where your rank is, but that's going to help out, kind of the majority of people, is either to build up your base. If you're way back, at 4 or 5 engines, which is fine. It's the same rules apply. You're not going to get any benefit from skipping upgrades going to the 5th engine, because all you're going to be doing is fighting maxed out 5th engines that fell back in rank, that max up with your stars, because there's so much. Everyone's got so much tech at this point. So yeah, just focus on and everything that we did early on is still relevant. I mean, you can go back and see the videos specific to your engine room, and everything like that. Typically, if you're stuck in general, it's a good idea to grab defenses before going to the next engine room. But it gets a little bit tricky as depending on the start of your season and blah blah blah. So that's what the chicken would recommend. If you guys have different ideas, let me know down below in the comments. But that's typically what we've been seeing. In terms of attacks and defenses, let's go over. I think this guy used Seekers, right? Or was he a heavy chopper or rocket chopper? I wanted to go over how to use Seekers because, some people are struggling with it, and it's not easy. It's a hard attack, but here's exactly how to do it. So, at 6 engines, you're taking down the middle engine room, and then you're simply just flaring from spot to spot to spot with bullet and heavy choppers, and as the heavy choppers run through, that was a cool pause. As the heavy choppers run through, they're going to drop heavies. They're going to crush all the mines for you. And you're using bullet there to taunt the splash damage, right? That's the idea. So, I've seen a few people mix in some different things. Like, say you're not comfortable going full Seeker. You can actually go heavy chopper bomber with like a couple boats of Seekers at the end to maybe, go up on the right and grab this engine real quickly, for example. As your other guys go up around the left side. That can definitely work. Again, it's a little bit trickier, so it's not for everybody, but it's definitely a strong way of attacking. So you see right here, he's just simply flaring around. You don't want your heavy choppers to sit, like that for too long. Obviously it depends where your Seekers are at, but you typically always want to keep your heavy choppers moving from, spot to spot to spot. They're not there to do damage. They're just simply there to clear mines and distract defenses. So you see he gets up in here at this point and gets a good shock on all that splash damage. Bullet's going to get in for a nice little taunt right here. And then I believe the play would be to flare onto that cannon at the very end, but I guess he didn't need to or whatever. But they were pretty well all on it at this point anyway. So, yeah, that is how you can use heavy choppers and Seekers. And that's how most guys are using Seekers, is with heavy choppers. Some of them are doing with bullet, but I didn't see a ton of those. Let's see what this guy did. I think this was heavy chopper, rocket chopper. I'm just trying to show some stuff that I wasn't using, that I didn't beat to death all season. No, this was a heavy chopper bomber. He's got 5 boats there. Did he throw in some Seekers at the end? No, he's got Kavan. He's got Kavan and second win. Interesting. Let's see what he does here. I haven't watched this yet, I guess. No, he throws some more bombers. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you can do split drops like this. We kind of messed around with some stuff that was pretty similar to this earlier on. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this can work too. It just depends where the layouts of the engines are and everything like that. But yeah, let me know where you guys are at down below in the comments. Let me know if you think the chicken, if you think we got a shot at that top 500. Obviously, that's what we're gunning for. But we will see in just a few moments' time. Well, just a couple more days at this point. We will see what ends up happening. So there it is. There's Mr. Stefos. And yeah. So we're still rocking this base. I think someone said that we should turn it into a smiley face. So kind of like that. maybe it wasn't like that. But either way, guys, I hope that helps you out. As always, make sure you're using the code chicken in the shop, and we will get you entered into that giveaway. Oops, I made the mistake. CHICKEN. There we go. And yeah, if you need more tips or advice, or if you just want to chat with the chicken, make sure to join up the Discord server. Link to that is in the description of every single video. And if you do become a member of the channel, we'll get you into the private channel within the Discord server. That gives you special access and perks and all that stuff, and you get a badge next to your name. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you find it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one. Guys, check it out. Back.